video number 2 to get the cargo bay chase game developed or built. So far we've got cat moving with the pointer, and we've got the ball bouncing back and forth, and our stage is set with the neon tunnel. So we're ready to start adding a little bit more difficulty to this. This ball bouncing back and forth isn't all that exciting, so we are going to make it move in a different direction. Scratch uses an angle system, much like a compass. So if you think about a compass, true north would be 0 degrees, true east would be 90 degrees, south would be 180 degrees. But then for convenience purposes, they use negative numbers to go to the west or to move counterclockwise. So negative 90 would actually be west. So if you think about a compass, and I'll draw that on the board so it's a reference for you guys as well. But if we want this ball to not just bounce back and forth at a 90 degrees this way, negative 90 degrees that way, we haven't set that. It's just bouncing back and forth. We're able to use this point in direction option. So we'll take this one, drag it over here. We're going to put it when the green arrow is clicked or the green flag is clicked. We're going to point in a direction. We can change this pretty much to any value we want. Here you can see where Scratch is using the negatives going in the counterclockwise direction. So we're just going to set this to 45 degrees. If I click the green flag, you'll see that the ball is now bouncing more at an angle. You can pretty much experiment with this however you want to. Just hit that green flag in between, and you'll see the angle of the ball changes as you change that angle. But what we're actually going to do is set it to not be a set angle. We are going to use the operators option down here and let that choose it as a random. So we're going to grab this programming section and drop it right on where you entered those numbers before. And now we're going to pick random from negative 179 degrees all the way to positive 180. So what we're telling it is choose a direction that ball travels anywhere on the compass or anywhere on that 360 degrees to keep it completely randomized. It picks it once and then it keeps moving forever in that direction. So if we wanted to drag that down and put it inside, which we're actually going to do in just a little bit, it'll vary which one it goes. But since we don't have any detection going on right now, because it's before the forever loop, it's not choosing a different direction. If we wanted to choose another direction as it bounced, we could drag that down, but we're not going to do that just yet because we want to set some programming for what happens when the cat actually catches the ball. So in order to do that, we're going to still choose our events of green arrow clicked. For those of you that haven't used Scratch before, you can put multiple programming functions within the same sprite, which is what we're doing here. I'm still in the ball sprite. That's showing up in the top right. And we're setting that same beginning thing. When that green flag is clicked, all of this is going to occur. So when the green flag is clicked forever, we want this to continue on, and we're going to wait until, and when we choose wait until, our senses are wait until what happens? Well, we want to have the cat catch the ball, so wait until touching the cat. We're going to add a sound to this, so play sound. And rather than the boing sound, I'm going to go ahead and change that to pop. You can change sounds up here. The more you get familiar with this, the more you're going to get into that. You can actually edit your own sounds if you want to, but that's from another point. We're going to go to a random position, and we're going to go back and point in that direction that we used before. And our operators are picking something random between negative 179 degrees to positive 180 degrees. So now what we've got is our ball has two sets of programming. Set one, when the green arrow clicks, it's going to set itself off in a direction on that compass. Negative 179 is almost moving down. positive 180 is definitely moving down. So it's choosing a direction that it travels. It's going to move in 10 steps and bounce off the edge. And this loop is going to continue unless something else interrupts it, which is what we've got happening down here. Wait until it touches the cat. If the cat touches it, it plays a sound. And then that ball resets itself to a random position, points itself in a direction, and moves 10 steps. So that's all the stuff that we've got going on here. If we click the green flag, we should see that happen. And you see when we touch it, it makes that popping noise and it moves to a different randomized location. So I'm going to stop that, go ahead and share our work, or save our work, pardon me. We don't want to share it yet because we've still got plenty to go. We're going to stop this recording now, and next one will pop in shortly.